What is up, everybody? My name is Matt. We're here with another how-to video. Today we're talking about how to fast. You might hear that for the first time and you're like, what even is fasting? Is that how quickly I can run? No, actually fasting is something we see in the Bible. It's a practice of growing closer to God. So fasting we've seen biblically as somebody giving up food so that they can spend that time with the Lord. They can spend time getting to know Him and praying instead of giving food to their body. And we see that's actually something we've talked, I think, less about over the years. But fasting is extremely important. And I am not the best at this. There's been so many times where I've said, all right, today I'm gonna fast, and I make it to 11 o'clock in the morning and my stomach is growling and I'm like, all right, God, I give up, and I tap and I go down to the kitchen and I eat something. And then I feel like a failure for the rest of the day. And then I heard it, Matt, you don't have to fast food. I was like, oh, okay. You could fast something else that means a lot to you. So I fasted video games and I tried to fast social media before, and the list goes on and on and on. But what we actually should be doing when we fast is food is an important thing to fast from, because it's actually depriving your body from something it actually needs. And so we don't necessarily need video games. We don't necessarily need social media. But when we fast from food, that means we're depriving our body from something we need so we can do something to grow closer to God. Now, if you go one day without food, you're not gonna die. Our body actually has so much food stored in it, it will start to eat the fat away. But fasting in the Bible is something we actually see Jesus do. I think of Matthew chapter 4 when it said that Jesus fasted for 40 days. That means Jesus didn't eat anything. He drank lots of water, but Jesus was probably a little hangry, and then he was actually tempted. But the cool thing we see is when you fast, you draw near to God. It's not just a diet that you can do, but it's a way to grow closer to God. You spend that time praying. You don't spend time cooking, preparing a meal, eating it, getting tired after, but you spend time with God, praying for Him to work in your life, praying for Him to work in other people's lives, for you to become more like Jesus. We call this actually one of the spiritual disciplines. It's a discipline, which doesn't mean they're always fun, but it's a way for us to grow closer to God, and we can actually find joy in that. So how do you fast? Well, I think the first thing you do is you pick a day, right? Maybe you start out and I'm just gonna fast for half the day. A whole day seems like a lot, but I'm not gonna eat any breakfast in the morning, and I'm not gonna eat any lunch in the afternoon, and I'm gonna fast for half of the day, and I'm gonna make sure I spend extra time with God that day. I think God begins to speak to us more clear when we put distractions aside, and sometimes food can be such a distraction. And so you can put that to the side and focus on God. There's so many different ways that you can start fasting today. I would love for you to leave a comment below if you want to try this fasting out. I will make sure I comment and we can have a conversation walking with you through how to do it best for you. But for me, I'm gonna start this week and I'm gonna fast for half of the day just so that I can grow closer to God. So I hope you guys try this spiritual discipline out. If you liked this video, make sure you share it, make sure you subscribe, and leave us a comment below. We'll see you next time.